Okay, so every single year a new flagship phone drops, and every year we ask ourselves the same thing. Is this phone actually new, or is it really just last year's model with a little fresh coat of paint? Well, today we are diving into the brand new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, and we're going to cut right through all the hype and find out for real. So let's get right to it. Is this phone a genuine leap forward? To figure that out, we're not going to get lost in a massive spec sheet. Nope. Instead, we're going to focus on three big areas where Samsung is claiming to have delivered some real, tangible innovation. We're talking raw power, user privacy, and an AI that might actually be useful. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about performance. You know, our apps, our games, and especially these new on-device AI features, they're more demanding than they've ever been. A phone can have all the bells and whistles in the world, but if it lags and stutters, they're pretty much useless. So what's Samsung's solution to this? It all starts right here, under the hood with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. And that little bit at the end, for Galaxy, is super important. This isn't just some off-the-shelf chip. It means Samsung and Qualcomm actually work together to custom-tune this processor specifically for the S26 Ultra's AI and gaming. But, what does that actually mean for you? How much faster is it? Well, let's start with the CPU, which is kind of like the phone's main brain. We're looking at a 19% performance boost. In the real world, that means everything just feels faster. Your apps are going to pop open quicker, switching between them feels buttery smooth, and if you're doing something heavy like editing a high-res video, it just handles it, no stutters. This is the foundation for that snappy, responsive feel. Now, let's add the GPU to the mix. A 24% boost here is a huge deal, especially if you're a gamer or you work with graphics on your phone. This translates directly to more fluid gameplay, even at higher settings, and just richer, more detailed visuals all around. But this is where it gets really interesting. The NPU, or the Neural Processing Unit, a massive 39% improvement here, is the real secret sauce. See, this is the part of the chip that's dedicated to artificial intelligence, and this huge boost is what lets all those cool AI features on the S26 run instantly right on the device itself. So the bottom line is, these numbers aren't just for showing off. They add up to a phone that can deliver a true high-end gaming experience while at the very same time running powerful AI features in the background, all without lagging or killing your battery. But wait, all that power has to generate a ton of heat, right? Exactly. And to make sure that performance doesn't just drop off a cliff, Samsung has completely redesigned the cooling system. There's a new, bigger vapor chamber with better thermal material that literally pulls heat away from that processor way more efficiently. And what that means for you is that the phone doesn't slow down. It doesn't throttle its performance, even when you're really pushing it hard for a long time. Okay, let's switch gears to our second big pillar, privacy. Come on, we have all been there. You're on a train, maybe in a coffee shop, and you just get that feeling that someone is looking over your shoulder at your screen. It's a real-world problem, and Samsung is trying to tackle it with a brand new piece of hardware. Now, this is a really big deal. This is not a film you have to awkwardly stick on your screen. It's not just some software trick. This is a whole new type of display technology, built right into the phone at the pixel level, and it's designed specifically to stop what you might call visual eavesdropping. And it's a massive improvement over the old way of doing things. You know those privacy films? They always came with a trade-off. They made your screen dimmer, the image quality looked worse, and let's be honest, trying to get them on without those annoying bubbles was a total nightmare. The S26 Ultra's display, when the feature is off, is perfectly clear, but when you flip it on, it digitally limits the viewing angles, making your screen basically unreadable from the side. Now, to be fair, Samsung is being pretty upfront that it's not foolproof. In their own press release, they advise a little caution, saying that in certain lighting conditions, some information might still be visible. But look, it's a massive step up from anything we've had before, and it's really about giving you more control over your info in public spaces. Privacy isn't just about what people can see, though. It's also about your data. And a huge part of the S26's new security features is that they run on-device. When the AI analysis is happening locally, right there on your phone, it means your sensitive data, like, say, the content of a phone call, isn't being sent off to some server in the cloud. It stays with you. And this on-device power is what makes features like AI-powered call screening possible. It can figure out if an unknown number is likely a scammer and even tell you why they're calling before you even pick up. The phone also keeps an eye on your apps and will alert you if one of them tries to access your location or call logs when it really shouldn't. It's like having a little security system that just works quietly in the background to keep you safe.
Which brings us to our third and final pillar, an AI that feels like more than just a gimmick. We're talking about turning your phone from a tool that you have to command into a co-pilot that actually anticipates what you need and handles all that digital busy work for you. Okay, let's start with a situation I'm sure you've been in. You're scrolling online and you see a picture of an outfit you absolutely love. In the past, you'd have to search for each item one by one. The jacket, the shoes, the bag, it was a whole thing. Well, not anymore. The upgraded Circle to Search now has multi-object recognition. You just circle the entire look and the AI instantly identifies every single piece for you, all in one go. This is a perfect example of AI just saving you time and a bunch of steps to get you the info you want faster. But finding things, that's really only half the battle. The real breakthrough happens when the AI can start actually accomplishing tasks for you, moving beyond just simple search queries to handling multi-step actions. With the new integrated Gemini model, you can now delegate stuff. You can literally just ask it to book a ride home, and it'll work in the background to handle that whole process. But here's the crucial part. You are always in control. You can see its progress, and you can jump in or cancel the whole thing at any time. This is about offloading those tedious little tasks and actually getting some time back in your day. So after looking at all these big advancements in power, privacy, and AI, we come back to that first question, but maybe with a twist. Is the S26 Ultra just a better smartphone, or is it actually starting to become something else entirely? So let's recap. We've seen 3 genuine areas where things have really moved forward. We've got a new engine that's custom built for AI and gaming. We've seen a fundamental shift in privacy with new hardware and smarter software working together. And we have an AI co-pilot that's moving from just searching for stuff to actually doing stuff. And this quote from Samsung CEO really sums it all up. The goal here isn't just technology for the sake of technology. It's about making it all feel effortless, making it work so quietly in the background that you can just focus on, well, whatever matters to you. Which really just leaves us with one last question to think about. As this technology keeps evolving and our phones really do become these true proactive assistants, what's the one tedious task in your life you would want your phone to just take over next? Definitely something to think about.